You're listening to the CyberWire Network, powered by N2K.
The DMV has established itself as a top-tier player in the global cyber industry. DMV Rising is the premier event for cyber leaders and innovators to engage in meaningful discussions and celebrate the innovation happening in and around the Washington, D.C. area. Join us on Thursday, September 18th to connect with the leading minds shaping our field and experience firsthand why the Washington, D.C. region is the beating heart of cyber innovation. Visit dmvrising.com to secure your spot. Risk and compliance shouldn't slow your business down. Hyperproof helps you automate controls, integrate real-time risk workflows, and build a centralized system of trust so your teams can focus on growth, not spreadsheets. From faster audits to stronger stakeholder confidence, Hyperproof gives you the business advantage of smarter compliance. Visit www.hyperproof.io to see how leading teams are transforming their GRC programs. Farmers Insurance discloses a data breach affecting over 1 million people. Agentic AI tools fall for common scams. A new bill in Congress looks to revive letters of marque for the digital age. Cybercriminals target macOS users with the Shamos infostealer. New Android spyware masquerades as antivirus to target Russian business executives. CISA seeks public comments on SBOM updates. A major third-party electronics manufacturer reports a ransomware attack. Salesforce patches multiple vulnerabilities in its Tableau products. Over 370,000 user Grok conversations were accidentally indexed by Google. Yelin examines the UK's decision to drop digital backdoor requirements. And Wired gets duped by an AI author. It's Monday, August 25th, 2025. I'm Dave Bittner, and this is your CyberWire Intel Briefing. Thanks for joining us here today. It's great, as always, to have you with us. Farmers Insurance disclosed a data breach affecting more than 1 million people after a third-party vendor reported unauthorized access to its database on May 30th. The company, which serves about 10 million U.S. households, confirmed that attackers stole customer data, including names, addresses, dates of birth, driver's license numbers, and partial Social Security numbers. Farmers New World Life Insurance reported 40,000 impacted individuals, while Farmers Group and affiliates reported over 1 million. The insurer clarified it was not directly targeted, but was affected through its vendor. Farmers, a subsidiary of Zurich Insurance Group, has not disclosed the vendor's identity or whether ransomware was involved. The investigation is ongoing, and the company has filed breach notifications with state regulators. AI-powered browsers are moving from concept to reality, with agentic AI tools going beyond search and automation, performing tasks like shopping and handling emails autonomously. But convenience comes with major risks. AI browsers inherit AI's weaknesses. They act without skepticism, trust too easily, and can be manipulated. Tests by Guardio Labs on Comet showed it falling for basic scams, buying from a fake Walmart site and clicking phishing links from bogus bank emails, sometimes even autofilling payment data. More advanced risks stem from prompt injection attacks like prompt fix, where hidden instructions trick the AI into harmful actions such as downloads or data leaks. The threat is clear. Scammers no longer need to fool people, only their AI. Without built-in guardrails, AI browsing turns everyday convenience into a new scam attack surface. A new bill in Congress would revive an old naval practice for the digital age. Arizona Republican David Swikert introduced the Scam Farms Marque and Reprisal Authorization Act of 2025, which would let the president issue letters of marque to commission U.S. cyber privateers. Once used during the War of 1812 to authorize private ships against British vessels, these letters would now target cybercriminals and even foreign governments behind online attacks. Swikert argues current defenses lag behind fast-growing cybercrime, which cost Americans over $16 billion last year, the highest in 25 years. His office says sanctioned hackers could seize assets, defend infrastructure, and deter future attacks. Critics caution foreign governments may see this as an escalation. The bill's future is uncertain, but it raises a provocative question. Can 19th century tactics work against 21st century digital predators? Cybercriminals are targeting macOS users with the Shamos infostealer, disguised as technical help. According to CrowdStrike, attackers ran a campaign from June through August of this year using malvertising and fake support sites. Victims searching for fixes were tricked into running a one-line terminal command, a click fix technique that bypasses Apple's gatekeeper protections. Once installed, Shamos collects credentials, Apple Notes, keychain data, browser info, and cryptocurrency wallets, exfiltrating them in a zip archive. It also installs a spoofed Ledger wallet, a botnet module, and persistence mechanisms. In a parallel campaign, Shamos was spread via a fake GitHub page offering iTerm2. ClickFix, first seen in late 2024, has surged in popularity across macOS, Windows, and Linux due to its simplicity and reliability, making it a favored tool for both cybercriminals and APT groups. A new Android spyware is masquerading as an antivirus app to target Russian business executives, according to Dr. Webb. Active since January, the malware mimics tools branded as GuardCB or Security FSB, falsely linked to Russia's FSB. Once installed, it requests extensive permissions, enabling it to exfiltrate SMS, contacts, and files, log keystrokes, activate the camera or mic, and stream the screen. The fake app simulates scans to appear legitimate. Researchers note continuous development, with multiple versions designed exclusively for Russian-speaking victims. CISA has released draft guidance updating the minimum elements for a software bill of materials and is seeking public comment until October 3rd. Building on the 2021 NTIA framework, the update reflects advances in software supply chain security and transparency. SBOMs list software components, enabling organizations to spot vulnerabilities and manage risks. The guidance defines 3 key areas: data fields, automation support, and practices and processes, and emphasizes machine-readable formats like SPDX and CycloneDX. It also covers SBOM use in cloud and AI software and stresses integrating SBOMs into development lifecycles. Data.io, a Redmond-based electronics manufacturer, reported a ransomware attack that began August 16th, disrupting shipping, manufacturing, and production systems. The company, which supplies tech for vehicles, charging stations, and consumer devices, serving clients like Tesla, Panasonic, Amazon, and Microsoft, filed notice with the SEC, warning of potential material financial impact. Containment steps include taking systems offline while a third party investigates. No restoration timeline has been set. Data.io is the second firm in the last week to disclose ransomware to the SEC, amid rising attacks on the manufacturing sector. Salesforce has patched multiple vulnerabilities in Tableau Server and Tableau Desktop, including a critical type confusion flaw that could let attackers execute malicious code. Other flaws allow path traversal and arbitrary file writes, potentially leading to full compromise of Tableau instances. Multiple versions are affected. Salesforce urges all customers, especially those with external-facing servers, to upgrade immediately to protect against account hijacking, insider threats, and malware-driven attacks. Forbes reports that 370,000 user conversations were accidentally indexed by Google and made publicly searchable due to the share feature in XAI's Grok. The feature was intended for private sharing via link, but did not warn users their content could be exposed to search engines like Google or Bing. Some conversations contained personal data, such as names, files, spreadsheets, and even a password. Others included prohibited requests, from drug recipes to malware coding. Google clarified that publishers, not search engines, control indexation. XAI prohibits using Grok for harmful purposes, though violations were evident. The issue mirrors similar incidents, including ChatGPT conversations and Google Drive documents becoming searchable through public link sharing, highlighting ongoing risks in how share features handle user data. Coming up after the break, Ben Yelin examines the UK's decision to drop digital backdoor requirements, and Wired gets duped by an AI author. Stay with us. Compliance regulations, third-party risk, and customer security demands are all growing and changing fast. Is your manual GRC program actually slowing you down? If you're thinking there has to be something more efficient than spreadsheets, screenshots, and all those manual processes, you're right. GRC can be so much easier, and it can strengthen your security posture while actually driving revenue for your business. You know, one of the things I really like about Vanta is how it takes the heavy lifting out of your GRC program. Their trust management platform automates those key areas: compliance, internal and third-party risk, and even customer trust, so you're not buried under spreadsheets and endless manual tasks. Vanta really streamlines the way you gather and manage information across your entire business. And this isn't just theoretical. A recent IDC analysis found that compliance teams using Vanta are 129% more productive. It's a pretty impressive number. So what does it mean for you? It means you get back more time and energy to focus on what actually matters, like strengthening your security posture and scaling your business. Vanta, GRC. Just imagine how much easier trust can be. Visit vanta.com/cyber to sign up today for a free demo. That's vanta.com/cyber.
Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku, and it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
It is always my pleasure to welcome back to the show Ben Yelin. He is from the University of Maryland Center for Cyber Health and Hazard Strategies, and also my co-host on the Caveat podcast. Ben, welcome back.
Thanks, Dave.
So, been seeing some privacy advocates have been crowing and celebrating that
there are parades in the streets in privacy land.
Yeah, yep. That the UK has pulled back on some requirements when it comes to Apple encryption in iChat. Describe to us what's going on here, Ben.
Yes, this is another dispatch from the encryption wars that have been going on forever and probably will go on forever. So earlier this year in January, the government in the United Kingdom issued an undisclosed order demanding that Apple create a way for them to retrieve all of the content any user worldwide has uploaded to its cloud service. There was also a gag order that went along with this regulation, which meant that Apple wasn't allowed to talk about that lest they face legal penalties.
Right.
So everything we know about this law has been leaked from one source or another.
Mm-hmm.
But it presented a lot of concern, not just in the United Kingdom, but around the world. The Apple Cloud service relies on that security as a major selling point to its customers.
Right.
They have advanced data protection, which those of us who use the iCloud rely on to make sure that our data is safe.
Mm-hmm.
Apple responded to this by, as you would expect, not being very happy about it. They rolled back their most advanced data protection feature for the new iCloud users in the UK in February. And there was a lot of international pushback against this was called, I think, technically a technical capability notice issued by the British Home Office to Apple. And there was an outcry here in the United States. Members of both political parties in Congress wrote a letter to our Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, expressing their concern that U.S. persons' data could be vulnerable to this backdoor in the United Kingdom. So the UK has abandoned its plan to require this backdoor on behalf of Apple. They have backed away from this. This was announced publicly over X Twitter by our Director of National Intelligence. She said that this was a major priority of not just the president, but also Vice President Vance, something that he's cared about significantly to ensure our constitutional rights and civil liberties are protected. So another victory for privacy advocates in the encryption wars. I think for years, going back to the Apple FBI brouhaha in 2020, there's just been this long-run fight about governments demanding or requesting backdoors to user data. And Apple, which prides itself on its privacy features, pushes back hard, and they're coming out on top.
Yeah. What about the possibility that something like this exists with other countries? Like this could have gone through with the UK government and none of us ever known about it, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, probably the fact that it's a relatively small d democratic government, and there are probably unnamed bureaucrats involved in enforcement of this who are leaking information to the press. Like that might not exist in other countries around the world. I think that's something that we all need to be very cautious about. Apple, again, we don't know everything that it does or how it responds to every order of this type. But just given their history in standing up for privacy against some of the most powerful governments in the world, and the fact that they say to their customers, your data is safe even from us. Because of our encryption, because of our advanced data protection, we have no access to your information. And it will always be that way. I think that can give people a certain level of confidence. But again, I don't know what's happening in China and Russia.
Right. And Apple has made concessions to the Chinese government over the years. They
sure have.
Yeah.
So there's certainly reasons to be skeptical, but I think this is a feather in the cap of privacy advocates. The fact that this was happening in like a prominent Western democracy, I think gave extra fuel to the fire for privacy advocates to say like, hey, if we believe in data privacy, this should not be happening in a country like the UK. And the UK apparently responded.
Yeah. Take the win, right?
Yeah, take the W. Exactly. Don't ask too many questions, Dave.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Ben Yelin is from the University of Maryland Center for Cyber Health and Hazard Strategies and also my co-host over on the Caveat podcast. Ben, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You hear from us here at the CyberWire Daily every single day. Now we'd love to hear from you. Your voice can help shape the future of N2K networks. Tell us what matters most to you by completing our annual audience survey. Your insights help us grow to better meet your needs. There's a link to the survey in our show notes. We're collecting your comments through August 31st. Thanks.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
And finally, as we often say over on the Hacking Humans podcast, no one is immune from the occasional scam. Even Wired, the tech magazine that prides itself on dissecting AI's every flaw, got duped. Back in April, an editor received what looked like a pitch tailor-made for the publication, titled, "Do You Take This Discord Server? The Rise of Hyper-Niche Internet Weddings." It ticked all the Wired boxes, quirky subculture, smart cultural angle, and internet weirdness to spare. The editor assigned it, the writer played along, and by May 7th, the piece was live on Wired's website. Then things unraveled. The writer couldn't clear Wired's payment system, insisting on PayPal or a paper check instead. That raised eyebrows. A deeper look confirmed the worst. The article was AI-generated, the byline a fabrication. Wired retracted the story and published an editor's note, admitting lapses in fact-checking and editorial review. The irony was hard to miss. A leading watchdog of AI misinformation fell victim to the very thing it warns about. Again, it could happen to any of us, so an empathetic tip of the hat to Wired for owning up to the mistake so others may learn from it. And that's the CyberWire. For links to all of today's stories, check out our daily briefing at thecyberwire.com. Don't forget to check out the Grumpy Old Geeks podcast, where I contribute to a regular segment on Jason and Brian's show every week. You can find Grumpy Old Geeks where all the fine podcasts are listed. We'd love to hear from you. We're conducting our annual audience survey to learn more about our listeners. We're collecting your insights through the end of August, so there's only a few more days. There's a link in the show notes. N2K's senior producer is Alice Carruth. Our CyberWire producer is Liz Stokes. We're mixed by Trey Hester with original music by Elliot Peltzman. Our executive producer is Jennifer Eiben. Peter Kilpie is our publisher, and I'm Dave Bittner. Thanks for listening. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
This episode is brought to you by FX's Alien Earth, the official podcast. Each week, host Adam Rogers is joined by guests, including the show's creator, cast, and crew, in this exclusive companion podcast. They will explore story elements, deep dive into character motivations, and offer an episode-by-episode behind-the-scenes breakdown of each terrifying chapter in this new series. Search FX's Alien Earth wherever you listen to podcasts.